believe in anything greater than a miracle. It wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah, if we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle. It wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. on the other side of inhibition? No apologies, my baby. I do you do cause I'm feeling so good. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Yeah. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cold, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, 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 ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta ride or die.
I know it's a game, I'm not gonna play, but maybe you should do whatever you need to erase me. It's all just a game, you think I'm gonna play, but maybe you should do whatever you need to erase me. Baby, baby, baby,
do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's done I'll be gone.
Ignorant thrall.
So the bans have begun. Here we go. So this is a good band. This is starting out Willow Canyon in Arizona against Cederedge in Colorado. So will the mountains win or will the deserts win? So I'm Coach Alfred, and I will be kind of announcing the game and giving you some play-by-play, limited as it may be. But I'm going to go ahead and let these guys do their picks and bans, and then we'll talk about it during the spectator delay. So I'm going to go ahead and put some music back on. Please enjoy. All right, picks and bans are done. So we got the 50-second choosing loadout each player, and then there's going to be a 3-minute spectator delay before we actually get into the gameplay. So let's talk about these picks and bans. I'm not seeing a 5th ban for Cederedge, so let's talk about their bans. So they obviously did some scouting. They know that the mid laner from Willow Canyon is a gold player who likes to play Diana, likes to play Zoe. So good, solid all-around bans. The Echo, I'm not quite sure on where that came from. None of my players really play Echo. And the Renekton, whoa, look at that, Google Hangouts. The Renekton is a strong for Willow Canyon's top. The bans for Willow Canyon against Cederedge, we're looking at a massive power ban against their mid player, who is a gold player. This was recognized as this is their dangerous tool. Knowing what I know, having walked through the players with that ban phase, we know that their mid player, Superior Nexus, likes to play Katarina, very strong assassin type mid, as well as a Kali, and he kind of likes the Malazar as well for the mage type, and Fizz is just strong all the way around. The ADC is their second strongest player, so we went ahead and banned their top champ, which is Tristana. So now let's look at these picks. Top lane, we have a Garen going against a Nasus, so this is a very tanky top. Nasus scales so well, so if Nasus can survive kind of this early game, I think Ilith here is going to take out Taco 6987. Here at the jungle, once again, I think I'm going to give the advantage to Willow Canyon. Volibear is just a beast mode. 1-1 likes to play Volibear, very good at Volibear. Vi is pretty strong, but not as strong as the Volley. It's going to require really excellent play to go up against the Volibear. In the mid lane, I'm going to give the advantage to Veigar here. Veigar's got some control and some poke that I think Aurelia can't quite handle early, so we're going to see how that goes. In bot lane, we got a Jhin Lux versus a Senna Morgana. Senna's really versatile. Senna can be both a support and an ADC, so we'll see how that turns out, but there's a lot of stuns and controls here. Jhin has that nasty R, and Lux, played right, is pretty good. Looking at the scouting report, though, and knowing my players and looking at a couple games from Cederedge, I'm going to give a slight advantage here to Willow Canyon. So all in all, I think Willow's got quite a bit of advantage here. If the gold mid players, whoever's going to get the top advantage, or whoever's going to kind of edge the other one out, is going to be dominant, because that player can then roam and shift the game all the way around. Because if bot lane stays kind of equal, or if the Garen plays really well into that Nasus, you definitely have some fun things going on here. So 30 seconds, we'll go ahead and enjoy some music and then transition to the game itself. So have fun, good luck, and see you on the Rift. Alright guys, we're back. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. Alright guys, we're back. We're in the champ loading screen. We can see at the bottom we're at about 70%. We got a stall, so let's take a look here. Apologize for that. My athletic secretary keeps asking me questions. She's trying to get our games up on the calendar. So if we look at the teams here, very low level tops, but Ilith finally did break 30. We're going to see if he's going to start doing ranked. Pretty evenly ranked jungle players, a slight edge to DGO inertia. Bot lane, we see a level 6 Vigar against a level 6 Aurelia with a slight edge in points, or not a slight, a pretty good edge in points to the Vigar. And that plat, or so, plat, is that a plat? I'm going to say plat. That's a plat border, so obviously even though he's ranked gold right now, was a plat player. But the bot lane, we see a huge level difference between Willow Canyon and Cederedge, but a level 6 Lux versus a level 7 Morgana, and holy geez, 157,000 points. That's just monstrous. You can tell that Frozen Cat 3030 likes to play Morgana. So we'll have the timers up and the scoreboard. Let you guys see what's going on. Start counting that CS difference. So critical in the early phase. Who can get the most CS? Who can work on those objectives? So let's see how this goes. Are we going to see an early invade? We got Willow Canyon pinging their bot side jungle. Looks like both teams are going to a pretty standard, almost a 5-point defense. We'll see how the communication is, because Onion Queen I don't think has seen the Vi, and the Volley Bear is hanging out a little high with about 40 seconds on the blue-red buff. So is Volley Bear going to take a walk, or is Volley Bear going to base back? Nope, looks like Volley Bear's taking the marathon. A little dance off here. Bot lane, or bot jungle. Interesting. So we can see a really aggressive Garen here, but does have vision downriver. I don't think that Ylith has seen that. Okay, so Cederedge is going for quick red buff for Vi. Same thing with Willow, blue buff, bot lane clear. Both teams leashing, so heading off now to get that CS. Up on top, ooh, it looks like the Nasus got a little bit of advantage here. A little early. Oh, never mind, look at that. Already out CS'd. That Garen spin. Bot lane. Kind of aggressive push by Cederedge with a Jhin. That kind of makes sense with the Jhin and the Lux. So Senna's going to take some time to get up. We're seeing a pretty good CS advantage from Cederedge, especially in the bot lane there. So let's look at our gold players here in mid. Let's see how that's turning out. Not bad, not bad. So in the early laning phase, what we want to do is characters are wanting to scale, trying to get as quickly to 6 as possible to get that R, get their ult up, focusing on CS, getting that last hit on each minion to take advantage of that. Good use of the stun there to kind of stop that. Vigar tried to slow the Aurelia here with his W. I think it's a W. I don't play a lot of Vigar. I play a lot of jungle, so I don't understand mid champs. Volley Bears lost that scuttle, but looking like there's going to be a gank top lane. Oh, here comes the gank. Oh, and the stun. Top lane, bad flash. Flashed up instead of down. Let's see if they can get him. Oh, an aggressive Nasus. Oh, nope. It went away. But use the flash. Both top laners use their flash. Volley Bear looks like he's going to go get his the rest of his camps here up top side. Bot lane still seems kind of pushed up. Or pushed back, I'm sorry. Ooh, dueling stuns there mid lane. Now, in formal play versus high school esports, we don't just look at wins for League of Legends, we're also looking at point totals. And so various objectives and various milestones generate those points, and those are tiebreaker points. So one of the most important is first blood and first tower. Both of those can make the difference between a 6th ranked team and a 5th ranked team. So even though they have identical... Oh. Even though they have identical standings, those tiebreaker points are important. So getting that first blood. Ooh, and Vigar pulls off the first blood against Willow. So great job there for Cederedge. Let's see if Willow can come back. Neither side really seems to be making much of a push against any of the towers. Towers are relatively protected. We're starting to see Nasus scale here, and Nasus gets so much more bonus with every kill he gets. So Jungle's getting more objectives, more camps. And that Jhin is kind of outpacing the Senna. Interesting choice for Willow Canyon choosing the Senna as an ADC. That was not something we had talked about in our scouting, and I think that's actually starting to show. Oh, here we go. Morgana Lux. Oh, Morgana escapes. So 1-for-1 bot lane trade. But really need that. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't a Lux. It was the Lux died. The Jhin came up. So getting vision on that pit, very important. We can see the volley bear is already a level up on the Vi.
Nice bot, dude. Why is constantly lost life?
Oh, good gank from the volley bear. Nice tower dive. Kind of evens up that mid lane. Now, when we're looking at vision, Willow Canyon's definitely got some vision advantage, except for in top lane. In top lane, Cederedge has that. That Garen's got that yellow ward there. Probably should swap to a pink just to keep himself safe from any kind of gank, but we'll see what he does. Both top players are relatively inexperienced. This is their first year in esports, where the other players have played a little bit before. Apologize. Had to adjust my levels. Volleybear clearing that vision out. We're at the 7-minute mark, and neither the Dragon or the Herald, which is coming up in 3 seconds, have been taken out. Looks like Cederedge might be making a play here. Good use of the Vigar. Kind of stopped that. That would have been a perfect gank for Willow, except for that Vigar.
Just point blank this and all.
So.
You were like, even like bigger than him. That was so funny. I'm not even that.
Seeing a pretty big CS difference, top lane. Nasus is starting to scale, and that's a scary thing. You don't ever want to let a Nasus scale. And oh, look, Willow Canyon moving in on drag with their mid and their support, backing them up. Senna keeping the bot lane occupied. Oh, they see that volley bear coming in.
Oh, hi. Yes, okay.
Oh, here comes that.
So
Here comes that Jin ult. So deadly.
Okay, I'm just gonna get referral.
Yeah.
And a miss on the Lux ult. Ooh.
Oh, they do have it.
And a root. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Is Jin going down? Double shutdown in the bot lane. Great job, Willow. Good use of that crowd control is something that I thought would come into pretty big effect here in this game. That crowd control in the bot lane. And Senna's starting to scale here.
Why is here? Why is here?
Top lane still staying even though we now have a 20 CS difference. So Nasus is just getting really nasty. Now, one thing that's really interesting is neither side has really gone and purchased anything top lane. So one of these guys are going to need to go back pretty quick and spend some of that money. It's really hard being the coach and looking over there. And even though I know it's a 3-minute delay, I want to scream at my top player, go spend your money. What are you doing? She have more than just boots and a shield. Shield right now. So jungle's pretty even. I actually give the advantage here to Vi. Vi's got her Warhammer. It's going to let her do some more damage. And then mid lane, that Lost Chapter and that Dorian's Ring, that's okay, but this Tiamat and Vampiric Scepter, that's going to really start hurting when Aurelia opens up. Senna's building pretty strong with the Dorian's shield as well, but the Jin does have his BF sword, so starting to kick out some more damage, some more crit.
Might be able to just take tower.
So, let's see what's going on here mid.
I just take tower.
Did we want to go for tier 2?
Yeah, we can.
Ooh, he must have heard me. Oh, and the TP to save the tower.
Let's try to get dragon. Oh. Okay.
I'm just gonna drop them mid. Or, you know what?
Took down a shield.
They're gonna say much you.
Plus.
So Willow Canyon's pinging the opposing jungle. Ooh, we might have a fight here in the river. Nope, both of them turn and run. What's going down here? Is Willow Canyon making a play for Herald? Is that what's going on here?
Oh, nice.
Okay.
No gank on the Garen?
This is good. That's like...
Garen is always a safe choice for new top laners.
Garen, honestly, Garen
Has some good abilities, good survivability, everything else. Looks like the Vi is trying to save this mid lane. I don't know where she's going. Dragon's got a minute 20. Looks like Volibear is moving on the Herald. That Volibear can kind of open up mid lane. That is going to make a huge difference. Here comes Vi for the steal, maybe. What are we going to see here? Oh, Garen collapsing down. Where's Nasus?
Yep.
Oh, here comes Nasus. How's this going to look? Vigar getting in there too. 2 for 1. And I did not see who got the Herald.
You literally also don't have flash.
I'm going to say that went to Willow, though. All those ults. Ooh. Nasus just deadly. Oh, nope, that tower. And there you can see the level difference where you have a gold player up against a newish player. That newish player not understanding.
I'm gonna come top.
Q does 110 damage.
And Islet does pick up the kill, even though it cost the Volibear. But the Volibear did get the Eye of the Herald, so great job, Willow Canyon. That's going to be a game changer. Though I think that Willow's going to take the mid tower all by themselves. So let's see where they play this.
Oh, this tower. Oh my.
Bot lane seems to be just in a holding pattern. All sides have lost their tower protection.
I need a back anyway.
Yeah, let's back. I pushed your waves back. Cool. I should just hold it. I don't know why I did that.
Good use of Senna's cloaking
Garen's back
or
there.
invisibility type.
Oh, I don't need TP.
Ooh, good use of Jin's ult there, taking out the Morgana. Let's see what's going down here.
I'm gonna start building Thorn now. So pushes me into that.
Does Vigar see somebody easy? Oh, that is a 4-on-2. That was a wise decision from the volley bear to move out.
I think 394 is
Moving in on this air drake
Yeah, you have
or
to
wind drake.
in this grip.
That's going to give Cedar an advantage on their speed.
2,000 health.
So cooldown reduction, which is going to be deadly with the Jin, but attack damage and AP from the Infernal Drake will help. And it looks like Ylith is kind of starting to dominate this top lane. That's where we start to see this scaling. Nasus, who's going to be nigh unbeatable if they continue to feed.
I'll kill you, Vi.
She got scared. I can send.
Oh my god. Okay.
We'll see if they try to make a lane switch. This might be something they want to do here. Frozen Cat is going in on her own.
Mid and jungle have flash.
Okay.
23.
So actually the ADC is not getting as much KDA as the support there for Willow. But that Jin is absolutely dominating that CS battle. And oh, great gank from the volley bear.
Nice.
And you can tell the Morgana is scaling as well.
Tell me to wait right here. Just zone him off. Just zone him
Drop
off.
that Rift Herald bot lane. It's going to take about 2/3 of this. Nope, only half.
Nope, I'm sorry.
Thought there'd be a little more.
Come on, Amar.
Are they going to take it down together?
Throwing! I thought I would have hit a stun on one of them.
Oh, missed a fight. Missed a fight bot. What's Vi doing?
TP there. You guys want me to?
Is Vi trying to get in on this team fight down here?
He used gold.
Oh my god. Here's close.
So if either team's going to go for a second Herald, that's going to put them...
Yeah, we got.
They're going to have to be right on top of it at the 18-minute mark, 18:30. Otherwise, it's going to despawn, and out will come the Baron. Oh no, here comes the Aurelia.
Alright, hi Garen.
Good job, Garen, getting away there. Getting under tower.
That was super fine after that.
I literally used 3 abilities
Whoa,
in
there.
there.
So the bot lane, I think, is going to determine this battle for both teams. Willow maintaining dominance top jungle and mid, but the bot lane, Cederedge is pulling out with the ADC, but the support is a lot better. Oh, here it comes. And managed to get out of the cone. Now, one of the things about any of these kind of cone ults, like Misfortune or Jin, make sure your opponent is inside the cone and can't really escape by moving sideways. At low levels, low elo, players will run straight back and forth, or straight back and stay within the cone. But you notice that these bot lane players, both high silvers for Willow Canyon, they do zigzags. They don't just stay in one spot.
Garen's just standing up here trying
I
to
have my ult.
My ultimate.
on the way.
So it looks like
The only
we're a
person
2-to-1
who's
tower
not with them is
advantage.
Yeah, who cares for Garen?
I have ultimate 16.
So the question is this Nasus going to just keep staying here trading in top lane? Or is this Nasus going to start moving down and helping out in these team fights?
Ultimate fire. Oh, good.
Body block it.
Walk in a straight line. Okay.
Garen's up top. I'm gonna go top and try and gank him and kill him.
Good use of a stun and an alt.
Are you
I
gonna
can
hold
slow
it?
him and then he'll probably die.
Okay.
Oh, he's a running though.
So I can get
Oh, here comes the roots on the volley. And out of the cone, safe. Good use of an alt in a defensive point. Ooh, but chased him down. Didn't get out quite enough.
I got the last
That
hit.
root from both Vigar and Lux. And now, once again, that objective. Willow Canyon got outplayed. No vision on River.
Why is luck?
And they're going to lose an Earthdrake. So Cederedge is going to end up with some more armor. Armor and magic resist. A boost of 6% to both armor and magic resist.
Oh wow, I'm at max health again. Never mind, I'm not going back.
So once again, that lack of vision is going to end up hurting. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Nanasa sees it. Good flash.
I was ready if I needed to. Very ready.
Dragon's not up for a minute.
I got top better.
Do you have TV? Go top. Go top. Just keep pushing top and use TV.
Yeah, Garen's top again.
Both teams seeming to set themselves up for something, but I'm not quite sure what's going down here. But Willow Canyon with about a 4K gold advantage, which should be able to start seeing an advantage coming, but with the objectives being dominated by Cederedge since that first Infernal Dragon, we'll see what happens. Looks like Nasus might be trying to start to roam now. Move into the team fight phase. We're definitely mid-game. Players are kind of done just CSing or just poking and prodding in lane. So what's going to happen here? How's this team fight going to go down?
Ooh, nice stun.
I can't reach her. Okay, that works.
Double roots.
Okay, let's get dragon, guys. Let's get dragon.
That's over 6.
Good use of Volley's armor and health to save the Morgana.
I think you can keep. Yeah.
Garen's by himself. What's going to happen there? Is he going to take this tower before the Nasus and the Volley get up there? Oh, he decided to back off.
Hey, careful, careful. Don't take 6. Don't take 6.
Volley Bear's got the stun. The stun, the smite. Are they going to be able to take him? Tower dive him?
Yeah. I would say
Vigar.
just push top. That's
Oh,
all you
good.
need.
Good use of the
I would say
plant.
just stick top.
That's a lot of gold to give up if Vigar would have taken the Nasus. What's going on down here?
Alright, strange forces.
So tanky.
Yeah, Lux really can't stand against it, Aurelia. That was real mismatch there. Lux has got some skills, but should not be a frontliner. And now that's going to let the Aurelia pick up the red buff.
2 mid, Jen is bot. Lux is missing.
Same thing with the 3-on-1 against the Morgana. Just doesn't have the armor, doesn't have the resist or the health to really stand up to that. Both teams seem to be setting up for this dragon.
Down your W's. You do not get to know that if you get leveled.
Oh, Vigar's here, Vigar's here, Vigar's here.
So Garen taking advantage of an open
I don't want to get rid.
top lane to take a tower, but is it really going to matter when we have this team fight down
Probably
mid and bot river?
He's not here anymore.
Are you gonna go bot?
They're 4 mid.
Yeah, I was gonna go bother texting that way, so I'll just hold mid.
Just for mid.
Uh,
We're safe running at this point.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
I have ult.
Actually, no. I'm gonna
let's go. We need split push top.
So both teams seem to be setting up something. We got 28 seconds on Earth Dragon, or Mountain Dragon. Sorry.
Take care.
You could tell I'm a Dota player. And Lux definitely out of position on that.
Dragon isn't up for 2 minutes.
Multiple stuns.
So maybe get a pick.
Taking out that explosive plant will help. Prevents the opponent team from jumping in.
I'm going back. Oh my goodness.
Looks like Willow's trying to take this Drake super fast. Kind of pulled it out into river, preventing any kind of jump. So blue team did not have any vision, could not see that, could not contest that. So there we go. Sorry, I'm getting a message from the opposing coach, so let me check that real
I do have
fast.
flash ult. Like, I can do that. Just saying.
Really slow.
Bye right here. Bye. That's it. I'm gonna wait for her on the other side of the wall.
So definitely this Aurelia is has that CS gain. You can kind of see it, but you can never count on a Vigar. Vigar just brings so much utility to the plate, to the board. This Jhin Senna matchup was probably not a good idea. Don't exactly know what was going on there in that thought process, because we had not talked about Senna in any way, shape, or form as being a choice for us. In fact, Senna was meant to be a ban, so maybe our ADC took the Senna to just do kind of like a closet ban. Ooh, big fight mid. Big fight mid.
Ugh. Just let you guys kill him.
Let's get only Garen is TP. I don't think I got he's going.
Yeah, I'm on my way, Mullen. I'm on my way to drag.
Both teams tied at 2 dragons. Neither side can really make a play for Baron at this point. So it's going to just be some team fight here, mid-game, till one side gets put on its back foot.
We have no vision over here, guys.
With all the mid towers gone,
This should be. Yes, killer. That was a great W. Good. I'm gonna go top. No, oh, okay.
both teams are pinging around Baron.
He's gone.
Okay, goodbye.
But between the volley bear and that Nasus,
The earwolf.
Willow's got so much tankiness.
Every time I get even close to it, he just runs.
We should get some borders over on there.
Yeah, now we wanna. I mean, we could play for soul, but right now it's their time.
Picking up that blue buff works really well for Vigar. So mana dependent, so useful. The other thing I want you guys to notice is this vision score. Double on the top lane, double in jungle. A little bit better in mid for Cedar. In this ADC, I think Willow's ADC is just getting outplayed. Under in CS, under in kill, under in ADC, under in vision score. Willow's ADC is just not playing well. And then the Morgana kind of outplaying this Lux.
We have 3 Trinity forces. Five right here.
Maya manages to get away. Where's she going? Not quite sure.
Hi.
Good kill, but was it worth leaving the team? With Morgana down. Both teams are pinging that the dragon is up in the chat. So both are very much aware of this objective. When this dragon goes down here soon, whoever gets it is going to have a definite lead toward the Dragon Soul, which is going to be a Mountain Dragon Soul. A lot of buff with armor, magic resist. Both teams have a lot of both. So, and this is pretty much showing that Willow's going to take this dragon.
Well, yeah, I know.
You can fight 100%.
Well, yeah, I know that for sure. But
Well, you need to either fight him or you need pressure him so hard that he has not even touched the wave because he's that weak. Like, punch him in the face. You're so ahead.
I'm more scared of the Mario.
We are A-ramming. We need
So once again, trying to pull that dragon out to river, so it's not easy, but leaving him really close to this top here. Are we going to see an ult from the opposing team? Bad use of an ult by the Jhin. So next strike up is either Willow's Dragon Soul or
Never mind.
Volibear scaling quite well. We should start to see more activity from the... So obviously there's like a pentakill ace coming, as you guys can hear in about 3 minutes. We are not in a sound booth. We are in our arena with the other players. So, and we are not soundproofing this mic.
I killed Jhin! I am amazing! You did not bench. What? Bench. I don't see anyone else sponsored kills. I can believe that Eric stood still. It was like, where's my ult button?
This Nasus is nigh untouchable at this point. There's nothing really Garen can do against him.
I know. I'm gonna buy the custody, like, you're fired.
This is the problem that when you have low levels in a position, especially in a high level game, there's sometimes some frustration because the high levels can spot things the low levels cannot, such as, for example, Nasus's advantage, CS in items and everything else. And so Nasus needed to be moving on these towers a bit earlier to get involved. Don't know where Nasus is going here. I'll probably sell the Vigar.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
an awfully long run to...
I'm afraid to just go in right here. I can pull.
No. God, so many good characters on the enemy team. Just press R.
That's not even
It's so bad.
That guy's really low here though.
Let's get it!
Pull it out.
Once again, we have a Nasus Garen
Wait,
top
if I
that
run out of, like,
Nasus is just going to end up chasing him down.
Okay, let's spit.
yeah.
But once again, is this really an effective use of your time, of your energy? You drove him away. You got your entire wave coming after you. You're going to chase him all the way under tower. This is something Willow Canyon and any kind of inexperienced top laner needs to know. You know, you got him away from the tower. That was a split push. Get back into the team fight if at all possible down here. Use of teleport would be awesome here. We got a minute 45 on a dragon. I think both teams are trying to set up for another dragon shot. Cederedge is definitely trying to prevent this from happening.
Let's steal their
And I
pants.
think this might be the penta that we heard screaming in the background.
I want those guns over there.
Wants to take the grove. Take it.
Onion King,
Level 18.
Onion Queen does want that penta, but no, the Garen took it away. So it was not one of the Willow Canyon players taking the penta away from the Aurelia. Instead, it was the Garen taking it away. That was a pretty big bounty. And now Willow Canyon's moving on this Baron. Aurelia will probably not be able to get this. It'll probably take a bit more than 29, a bit less than 29 seconds to get this. Senna doing a great job keeping them occupied, so the three of them can take down this Baron. Each Baron brought down his bonus points for the tiebreaker, so good job. Plus the Baron buff itself is quite strong. Going backing, getting
I have 63% density.
backing and getting reset. Going to drive down. It looks like they can probably drive mid if they choose. Mid's kind of wide open. Oh, that Vigar is moving in on that Senna. Oh, good flash. Oh, here comes the volley bear. What's Vigar gonna do? Oh, volleys by himself. This is for a soul. What's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen?
That's so gross.
Kind of just want to push that. Because I have my keyword, it doesn't help me.
The Nasus is just so tanky and nasty, and the Aurelia's got so much speed. That Dragon Soul, so
Okay, we could actually just add that.
cumulative effect there. Really good job by Willow. That's just going to make them tankier and even harder to hit. The Volley Bear and the Nasus are going to be nigh unkillable now. It's going to take a concerted effort trying to burn them down, but at the same time you have the Aurelia, the Senna, and the Morgana working on you. It's going to be nearly impossible. So we have a Baron buff, we have a Dragon Soul. This is just going to lead to more and more and more.
We're not all Grandmasters.
No, I feel like we kind of leave.
So when this does end, I have been informed by the opposing coach that they will be swapping out their top player. So we're going to see a different player from Cederedge top lane. Let's see how this goes. But we're looking at a 12k gold difference, substantial KDA difference. Not quite sure what Willow's doing here. They definitely had an advantage they could have pushed down there in the mid. Looking out over my team, I can see that.
We did really well farming. We did a lot better than yesterday. Your stacks were like double where you were at 10 minutes yesterday, so that's really good. Push your advantage, especially if there's four. If there's four in the mid lane, it's just you and Garen top. Like Odin said, you have the damage, you have the stamina.
I understand why you're really.
3 levels.
There we go. Getting that red buff.
If you get low for
Don't understand what Willow Canyon's doing, but they do have superior vision, except for right here in that top blue side jungle. So they know everything that's going to happen.
One thing I saw that
Bot side blue jungle.
you did again is you try to stay too long.
It's like they're trying to set up for an Elder Dragon, but there's 4 minutes on that. We got 2.5 minutes for another Baron buff. I don't know what's going down here.
Against certain champions, it's fine, but against like a Vigar like that, I mean, yeah, I mean, he did block. You said it was super unlucky.
Yeah, that's.
But
Yeah, this shows how much I really
great job on comms, all of you. You know, great job taking charge. Odin, that was really good. Great job communicating where the jungler was. You did a lot better job tracking. You did a lot better job tracking.
She's a little.
Yeah, but yeah.
Not quite sure what the heck is going on here.
Dragon calls were really good. Way to pull them out, way to fight for it, way to not just try to force a dragon. You can win it. So overall, a lot better job.
Yeah, exactly.
my champion advantage.
Are you in the new code?
I'll
So here we see the Aurelia just absolutely dominating. Morgana
Oh, yeah,
support.
giving up fights, there's a
Volley
couple
Bear
times
moving
where you
in.
can still
I mean,
stay with
he's
you.
basically
You're not
ignoring the
supposed to hold
tower.
that right away. But good job on knowing when to fight and when not to fight. It's a lot better.
With an ace, these two towers are going down. Great job, Willow Canyon. GG, everybody. We'll be back for game number 2 here in a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I could spectate, but it's easier to see 3D games when you don't want to see. I'm trying to find.
So here we can look at the final scores. We're looking at a 13, 35, 13 for blue team, and Willow Canyon 35, 13, 39. So you see a lot more team participation there. There is a 15K goal difference, and you can see that. You can see that in the CS. So we're going to start loading up for the next game. So I'm going to slap on some music, and you guys can enjoy.
The only reason why I didn't have any deaths is because I just wasn't there for half
Well,
this.
and that's the thing with Nasus, your job is to literally stay top lane.
Do we still want to go? Do we still want to go for an invade against the Bears?
Okay, let's talk about these picks and bans for Game 2. Sorry for the delay between each one. But we can see that Willow Canyon earned some respect because you look at these bans that Willow Canyon or that Cederedge threw out. We have a Nasus, extremely strong, as was that Volley Bear, and the Morgana. 3 from the previous game got banned. So they switched up their ban strategy. The Diana comes from the scout report, as does the Jhin. Willow Canyon's ADC does like to play Jhin and is very, very effective with that Jhin. So last game they took it out by choosing it, and this game they took it out by banning it. Top side, Cederedge switched their top laner. Based off our scouting report, Riven is their preferred champ, so we banned that. And once again, a double mid ban to kind of take out that big player there. Tristana, looking up the Not Doggo, another substitution. The Tristana was a little strong there, and they seemed like they were flashing the Ashe when they were choosing their Amumu. So Willow went with a final ban against the Ashe. Now for choices, we see Garen once again on top, but this time it is a different player. Mumu is a jungle player or a jungle champ with a really good CC. Lots of dots, pretty good choice if they can play it. Darius is usually a top champ, but Superior Nexus normally plays top and has been shifted to mid for this team, so this is probably a comfort pick for them. And very strong player, but we'll see how that goes into the Aurelia once again by Willow Canyon. Misfortune or MF by Not Doggo, the substitute. This is a lower level player. We'll see how this goes. MF can bring a lot to the table, but it requires a lot of mobility, and she doesn't have a lot of mobility. Leona, super tanky, and it seems like both teams went with the tanky support. Leona and a Nautilus. Nautilus having the advantage of the hook, whereas Leona has the stun. Senna, once again for Willow. This was, I will tell you, a coach's challenge to my ADC player. My player said that he can play a really good Senna, and I was not that impressed in the first game. So I challenged him. I said, show me that you're good. And he's going to step up and show me that. So Lone Woofy, show me that this Senna is a beast. Aurelia, really strong, really scaly. Sejuani, kind of. I play a lot of jungle, and lately I've been trying to learn Sejuani. I personally don't like her early clear so much, but getting into a team fight, she has a lot of potential here. So if these team fights go the way the first game went, Sejuani's really going to change that dynamic. And Renekton, Nasus's brother, according to lore, they play kind of similar. There is some stuns there, a lot of damage, but also a lot of lifesteal and heal, and that's probably going to be the build for Ylith. So we got 30 seconds in this game, so we'll go back to the music. Good luck, have fun on the Rift, and may the best person win. This is best of 3, so there is potential for a Game 3 coming up.
I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding.
So here we go. Now I finally turned on the mic so we can get going. Wow, my mic just redlined. It did some weird stuff. Hopefully you guys are picking me up. I'm not quite sure. It's always hard to tell in the middle of the stream. So anybody listening, please let me know how my mic sounds. So both teams are setting up kind of traditional. Well, no, Sejuani's by herself, getting that blue buff, leashed by Eilith. That is an I, not an L at the start. Traditional start bot lane there. And Mumu definitely needs that blue buff first for the mana buff. Both sides junglers are definitely mana heavy.
Nice, solo kill.
Nice job.
Now we'll see if this Darius was a good choice. Darius is normally not a bot lane choice. And bam! No, that Darius took it down. So Darius, the mid player, is definitely playing to his strengths, since he normally likes to play top. That Leona.
Too old. Oh, not anymore. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna go back.
So outside of that first kind of mid battle, everything's down and pretty traditional.
No one has a night now, though.
I have one biscuit with mana. Alright, he's going bot. They're just gonna get back in.
So bot lane, Willow Canyon has definitely pushed them up against tower. Going to take some of these plates. Thanks, Metallic. Also, thanks for following us on Twitter. I saw that earlier today. So pretty soon we'll get some emojis and then you can throw them up there.
Yeah, I guess they just.
As soon as I figure out how to do that. Ideally, my goal is, as a coach, is not to be doing this kind of commentary. I really do want to get some students doing this. So if you are at Willow Canyon and would like to come in and commentate, please let me know. I would love to have some shoutcasters and color commentators and everybody else doing this, and also some content creators to get some stuff out on Twitch and YouTube.
No, I wanted a cue to it. I live.
Beyond just the games themselves. So talking about skill shots, talking about CSing or in Rocket League, and various skills there. So
I know. I was ready to cue to the video back.
okay, it looks like Cederedge is trying to set up a gank here, but Mumu did decide to take off. A lot of vision all the way around. Sejuani is moving on Krugs.
I will never be benched for the fact that I don't want to name names, but Lone Wuffy or Dylan.
Now, Metallic, I couldn't tell. Ah, that's who you are. Cool, cool, cool. So, go ahead and tell me in the chat, what did you think of the Senna choice that Willow Canyon chose?
That is really not aggressive champion.
Ooh, top lane, go ahead, takes down Lord of Cinder 36.
No.
Might be able to take a plate here. Has quite a bit of wave.
Because you're winning and you're getting kills, it's not me as an aggressive champion. You guys are delusional. It's pose.
Some ping going on. Let's see what happens.
I'm moving Darius from between.
No, and that's support. That's support semi.
I was impressed with your Jhin, which is why I always ban Jhin when I play bot lane. When I play in bot lane, I either ban Jhin or Swain, because I just can't stand the two of those. But I've been playing a lot of jungle lately, so Volibear gets banned when I'm not playing him.
I'm doing a lot better on CS than
I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna move this Raptors.
I took his Raptors, so they're not him.
Alright, well, you do.
So looking at this CS here, Willow Canyon's got the advantage, both top, jungle. It's very even at mid lane, but that early first blood is going to definitely help that Darius. Little bit up here, that Senna MF, but pretty much even. So pretty much all around even, except for I think top lane is getting outscaled here. The Renekton is outscaling the Garen. Definitely higher level. That kill gave the Renekton some gold. Gonna go spend that. The Renekton already has the Tiamat, so...
They're gonna.
Okay, good. I was kind of curious that you... I'm glad you liked the pick. My frustration is normally he plays much more aggressive bot laners than Senna. So glad you enjoyed the pick, though.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna go.
If he had chosen his Caitlyn or
Against me. Like, I was
Draven,
just
like we had talked
defending
about
Ghost.
beforehand, that I think the bot lane would have looked a little different.
yeah.
That was scary.
Sorry, I'm just super low. I can't do much.
Yeah, you can tell that difference.
Nice.
Onion Queen does not know how to play against a Darius, just lane to lane. If this was a mid game or late game showdown, that might be different. So it looks like Cederedge is going to take this first dragon, a Ocean Dragon. So a mana buff, which is good. Both teams are kind of a little mana heavy. So, ooh, what's going down here? Bot lane. Is this Leona going down? I think so. MF making a wise decision to get out, dropping her E. So, but red team does get that dragon, so that objectives. Something that I've worked with the jungler here, making sure they're always on top of those objectives. But top lane is outscaling this Garen. We're getting pretty close to a, well, not that close, but we're edging toward that 20 CS difference. That just once you have a 20 CS difference, you're kind of dominating that lane.
Oh, yeah.
No, I forgot. Our bot lane's not there. Just kidding. Wait, who ulted?
Miss Marshall. That's my bad. I shouldn't have done that.
He rushed.
Cool. Crit is pretty nice. I do like the lethality though. I'd rather have that quick knockdown. Crit is too spiky for me.
Hell no. I'm just dead, aren't I?
Okay, so here we go. Ooh, I do not have objective timers up. Bad Coach Alfred. Good stun from the Leona that saved that MF.
Oh, thank goodness.
Senna was definitely moving in on there.
I think, yeah, Gary's using Knight. For some reason.
Did he? Okay, good.
Good grab from the Sejuani. Grabbing that Herald. That's going to open up a lane. We just have to decide where Sejuani's going to go there. Oh, the Sejuani might be going down here. Great use of CC. Oh, flash over the wall. Good escape. Good escape. Let's see if Eilith falls into the trap here. And he did. This is a rookie mistake going up against a dominant top laner like this. That Darius is just so good. But maybe team fight. Ooh, team fight. Here we go. Yeah, taking down Super Nexus. Grabbing that bounty. Good job. quite brave. I don't know if I would have made that decision going in, but sometimes I can be a little bit timid. Unless I'm playing a champ I'm super comfortable on, like a Warwick.
Just wanted to get that money.
Keep going. Keep going.
God dang it, dude.
Oh, Isla stealing all the kills. But Isla does a tower dive that Aurelia is really good at, as is Onion Queen. Likes to play champs that can do the tower dive.
Oh my god, that's so dumb. Okay, I think we should just get...
I'm going to go ahead and pause it here and talk to my assistant coach, who's 3 minutes ahead.
Let's got this.
Not pause it, mute it.
Darius is...
So talking to my assistant coach, it's like seeing into the future.
Yeah, because I'm pretty...
Oh, good use of the alt. I don't know if I would have wasted the alt there against a single target, but here we go. I am an M7 MF. Not dirty though.
You got your E.
Yay. Bot lane win.
That Darius is just deadly.
He pushes up a bit more.
Darius is nasty.
Yeah.
Can Aurelia escape? Yes, Aurelia escapes here. Or does Darius pop over the wall? No. Good use of the tower for defense.
Counts as black zebra frogs? That is horrible.
And Renekton doing the Renekton thing. That spin, the lifesteal, healing up.
You guys are literally, I don't want to say dumb, but uneducated. Yeah,
So I've been told this
you
dragon
are.
fight coming up is
What
quite
is Senna
a good
a
fight.
bot
So
lane
let's see how this
champion?
goes.
She's a poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what...
The only reason why you guys are getting killed is because Leon is dog shit. Okay? Which is good. I'm fine with you guys winning. I'm just not okay with you guys lying.
Oh, shoot.
So we see a Herald drop. Blue team is going to work on it, or red team's going to work trying to stop that Herald. That's some extra gold. But now that was an opportunity perhaps to distract. Leona rooted. But now that Darius is down here, as is the Mumu, just extra damage.
I think I might go mid.
And this Darius is going to end up carrying this entire game.
They're getting ripped, Harold.
And Mumu is going to take the Infernal Drake.
There you go. Nice.
And they're like all gonna destroy you.
Wow. I want to say my assistant coach lied to me. That was not a good fight for Willow Canyon. That was a terrible fight for Willow Canyon, but a great job for Cederedge.
I didn't say it was a good fight.
So good job understanding the map, understanding the objectives, getting that Darius down, building your team off that comp there. So good job, Cederedge.
See, now you're putting words in my mouth. I never said it was a good fight for Willow.
You know I love you.
I know.
Nope, I'm not a really one trick. I tried to cue this.
To be fair, his actual words were, you should check out this dragon fight that's coming up. And I understood it as, check out this fight as Willow dominating Cederedge, but I was wrong. That's what happens when you assume. You know what happens when you assume. You make a butt out of you and me.
It's alright, I forgive you.
I have ult, so...
Hey Metallic, I'm glad you had fun. That's ultimately why we're here, to learn and to grow and every day get a little bit better. So I'm glad you had a good time in that last game. I'm glad you learned some stuff. We can learn from the good, we can learn from the bad. Hopefully we can learn a little bit of
I
both.
don't like you guys. I'm gonna mute you guys. And I'm not joking.
So we just got a stream deck, and I'm pretty happy with it, but I got to figure out how to program it with some of the volume controls, so I don't have to tab out. Got my transitions down pretty good, but okay, good first tower. I guess that kind of counterbalances that first blood they picked up, but we're starting to see this Darius 6-1. That's going to be nasty. Hopefully the bot lane can start carrying and move up and start applying some of the CC and tankiness of the Nautilus against this Darius, and let Onion Queen scale, because Onion Queen can go into a Darius, or an Aurelia can go into a Darius, but just has to do it the right way. But it looks like they're collapsing up in to mid lane. Both junglers, it seems like they're maybe attempting a top lane gank. Now we got both the Darius. Looks like we got bot and mid. Oh, moving up. Looks like Cederedge is moving on that Herald. Opening up that mid lane will help Cederedge immensely. Willow Canyon's got no vision on this. They have no idea what's going on here. The only thing they saw is, if they were paying attention to their map, their whole team went up mid lane, and now they're coming back. I think we're going to see an almost ARAM type attempt, where they're going to drop this mid and then maybe move, or they're just going to hold it. Who knows? Never underestimate your opponent. And Darius is just fed at this point. Herald drop. This mid tower is going to go down. Are they going to get one, or are they going to get two? I don't think there's anything Willow can really do to even protect the second tower. So this mid lane looks like it's opening up. Maybe the Senna can stop the Herald. Darius is protecting that Herald quite a bit, but here comes Renekton. The Renekton might save it. And they did. So Cederedge only got the one tower. Probably something they could have done is push more with that Herald. Probably could have got two towers out of that Herald drop. If they had pushed a little early instead of just having the Darius there.
Everyone else, until we get items so we can't, we cannot.
And I think what we're doing is we're falling back into the two very inexperienced top laners just wailing on each other, as opposed to thinking about the team fight and heading down on each other. This Garen did have that fight there, should not have run away. And now we're going to see another dive. Just feeding that Renekton may not be the best choice. Here we go, another dragon fight, this time for a mountain dragon. Let's see if they can get it. Blue team did slay the dragon, but it looks like they're all going to die for this, so not really worth it. That armor magic resist might help, though. Good use of a hook to get away. Oh, nope. So, is Ylith going to stay and fight, or going to move under tower and protect themselves? Yeah, good move, Ylith. Good move.
I'm going Black Cleaver.
The Senna had absolutely zero idea of this
Make sure not to fight
of this ward here. I will say in this game, Cederedge is definitely improving their vision. It's helping out.
I'm not gonna fight, because I know he definitely can.
Yeah. They haven't nerfed him for so long, despite being like OP.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to go back to
So their top laner and their MF, you can tell they're inexperienced because their vision scores are very low. That's kind of a key to move up in in the ranks. Oh, what's Eilith going to do? This Garen is scared. The mind game has been won by the Renekton up on
I'm still
top.
6 CS up on it.
Garen was full health. Renekton was down low. Had support from his mobs. Definitely could have won that game. But I will note that in this game, the KDA is much closer, and the gold difference is much closer, even though Willow has a 4K advantage here. Much closer. The Mumu has not been as effective as I thought he would be. There's been a couple times in team fights where
Can I go back mid? For
you would think he'd be in there, but
Don't fight him.
okay, it looks like now there's a 3-1 advantage bot lane. Is Cederedge going to be able to push this? Let's see.
I ulted as well.
Where is the Nautilus? The Nautilus is mid.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that silence. That Garen might finally bring down. Nope.
Stop holding.
Instead of going all in, started pulling back. That just gave that Renekton too much time. Bot lane, there seems to be a fight.
We just won that.
Leona, their bot lane's going to be lost here by Willow. Oh, pulling back. With the Leona, they could have survived that.
Okay, so they did a control word here, but they had people here.
Going on the Leona. Oh, Onion Queen and Leona, kind of a mutual kill on each other.
Bonnie, be careful.
And a tower down.
Maybe misfortune, but
What I'm starting to see here with Willow is there's a lot of split attention. Each team, the Willow Canyon does not seem to be single targeting focusing.
do we have any execution comp? That's a flop.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
And here we see the Sejuani's ability to just kind of ambush and kill.
Yeah, we need.
So we got about a minute on this Mountain Dragon. Willow Canyon definitely needs this Mountain Dragon. Once again, we're looking at a Mountain Soul. Definitely needs this Mountain Dragon to bring it back up. That armor and magic resist will definitely help them up against this Darius, who's been absolutely fed. Also has the Thorn Mail, okay, and Mercury Treads, just keeping themselves safe. This is definitely a gold player that understands their itemization, understands their role, and understands that Darius's job is to get up in somebody's face and stay there. At this point, there's not much Willow Canyon can do to stop this Darius unless they try to burn him down.
Yeah, don't fight. Back off right now. Back off. Don't fight it.
Top lane is an absolute loss for Cederedge, but the thing that is going on up here that the basic player or the low-level players are doing, which is very common at that level, is they're staying on each other. Eilith is really heavily fed there with the Titanic Hydra, the Black Cleaver, the Ninja Tabby. He needs to be down here in the team fight, tanking for his team, not playing around with Garen up top. He can always TP back up to the top.
Baron?
Yeah, we can Baron. Oh, Baron.
Go.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get you again.
Good Senna taking down the Darius.
He's coming back.
So this is probably going to lead to a tank, or I mean a dragon kill.
Because, like,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
If the Sejuani can get healed up. Not a lot of heals here. Oh, the fruit, but let's see. Let's see what happens.
Okay, we're still in this.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Renekton's going to move up here and try to save his tower.
smarter.
They
Garen definitely sees him. So dragons are tied up 2-2. Offensive power and some health regen up for Cederedge, red team, and lots of stacks of armor and magic resist. Both teams, I think, are trying to move, set something up here, whether this is a team fight or this is a Baron play. I'm not quite sure. One thing I would do, and I can kind of see this coming, Darius is moving up to support Garen, but he did back off, ganking this Renekton with a 600 gold bounty. That should be priority for Cederedge.
By the way, Garen no longer has.
I'm just gonna try to keep mid under control a little bit.
Okay, Darius is just.
Are they making a play for Baron? Trying to level the field?
I think he
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep
Willow's trying to push up.
What's going on here?
I'm just kind of scared.
Willow Canyon's kind of split up. Cederedge is playing much better together
two up there,
than
and
Willow
we just
Canyon
use
is.
dragons, so we win the numbers game. So that's okay.
True, true.
The point is that you have
Willow's
TPs
gone, by the
no
way.
one else does. This Baron is literally the reason why I have the Prow. It's amazing. She does not have
This is a much closer match than the first game.
You probably have
So, looks like Cederedge has 2 sets of Thornmail going.
Garen's on his way to mid.
No, stay top, stay top. You have TP.
Oh yeah, true, true.
Eilith is in beast mode today.
You should keep putting pressure.
That's 6-0-2. Wow. Triple kill. Is Eilith going to get his first pentakill? Oh, nope. Shut down by the Darius.
I'll keep pushing down.
Yep, I pushed mid too. We got 2 lanes pushing in.
And an ace. Is Willow Canyon going to move on Baron and take advantage of this? Yes, definitely moving in on that. Renekton is not going to be able to get that Baron buff. Just too long out. But set his team up for success with the triple kill. The entire enemy team was focused on him. It enabled Willow Canyon to get up there and burn the rest of them down. Even the Darius had to run away and just got kind of cornered and ganked there in topside jungle.
Moving might be here. Moving might
Top
be
blue
here.
jungle.
Here it is, right?
We're starting to see them come back. So can Willow Canyon take advantage of their Baron buff? This is something they've traditionally struggled with. They're really good at getting the buff, doing something with it. Let's see what happens here. We see a lot of minion pile up here at bot lane. Now we're starting to see this Baron buff, but it's a little too late. That entire wave is gone.
The what?
They have soldier point is next to them.
Oh yeah. Next one is Soul. Which is,
So building up a wave, pushing up, taking mid tower should be the objective here, or split pushing somewhere, taking out a tower and kind of spreading out their energy. We'll see what happens though. That Leona is setting herself up as a great tank for the Darius. Can absorb some of that damage, set Darius up. Let's see if they take advantage of this. Both sides are pinging the Mountain Drake up in a minute. We'll see what happens.
Okay, I have.
I'm gonna send your
Looks like red team is collapsing on Eilith.
Scared away.
Maybe going to try to take advantage of him being all alone.
Oh, Leon's back. I'm almost next.
This Baron buff is helping out a little bit. That cannon's not doing much damage at all to Darius. Leona coming down.
I'm next level now.
let's go.
Let's see if this is going to be a big dragon fight bot here. Seems like there was some peeking and poking here. Eilith chasing the Garen down. Hopefully won't fall for that. Not quite sure what he's doing here, why he's going up when both teams are setting up for a dragon fight. Maybe a split push? Not quite sure what he's doing there. Definitely Pitt. What's going to happen? Without that Renekton, I don't think Willow has the strength to win this.
We can dive him. I have ult.
I don't know where anyone else is. Darius could be coming, so let's just play for. Yeah, let's just look at it like a normal person.
Isla TPing in. Let's see if this is effective. What's going to happen here? Oh, yes, very effective. Very effective. I totally missed the whole point of what he was doing there. Great job. I think they're going to end up picking up this third dragon. That's 18% armor, 18% magic resist. What a buff. What a fight. What a TP. So, great job. Great job. Oh no, look at the Moomoo's coming in for the steal.
Because if I push in, everyone else is just going to
Oh, what a steal. Moomoo stole that dragon. Wow, not worth the ace at all. Great job, Moomoo. All that advantage that Willow worked so hard on, taken away by the little mummy. But with them ace, is Willow going to make a push, try to get a tower or two, maybe even inhib? We'll see. Maybe not. So next dragon up is a potential Mountain Dragon Soul for Cederedge. How is Willow going to respond to that? They were a dragon behind, and now
I think we could actually play this if we play kind of slow.
let's see what's going down. I'll just let the camera take its place and figure things out. We got a new camera. I don't know how much I like it. In some ways it's a little better, in some ways it's a little worse. Not so impressed. Previously we were using my personal camera from home, a Logitech, and this is a kind of off-brand one where we wanted to save some money. Setting up an esports program is a little difficult. Oh, here we go. Leona. Is Leona setting up a gank on the Ylith? Or nope, here comes Sejuani. Ylith and Sejuani are moving in. Lone Woofy has definitely accepted my challenge with the Senna being 12, 2, and 8. So absolutely fantastic job. Lone Woofy, I was wrong. You were right. I'm going to owe you donuts next time you're in here. So that is forever on Twitch. If you don't want donuts, let me know, but it's going to be equivalent. So I owe you an apology. Definitely showing up, bringing that Senna to the table. So good job, Lone Woofy. I love being proved wrong by my students. It's one of my favorite things because, you know, a lot of times the teacher-coach, student-athlete relationship, they think that the coach is always right or the coach should not be argued against. You know what? Argue against me and prove me wrong. And I love it. So here we have a 13K gold advantage. Willow started out kind of weak at the beginning, but it seems like they've made their way back. Not as clean as I would prefer, but we're 33 minutes in. Cederedge is pretty much pushed back into their base at this point. We got a minute, about 2 minutes for the dragon. Baron is up, but it is pretty heavily warded, so Willow would know. Cederedge has fallen back on something that we talked about during our scouting, the lack of vision, lack of moving on objectives. They're getting confused. They're getting lost. So, can Willow take advantage of this, or is Willow going to fall behind when this Darius moves down? The Darius is 12-4-0. I think my biggest concern here is there's not a lot of this team fight action going on the other side. So. What a beast, Renekton. Now the Ylith, or now the Aurelia, moving in to help. Oh, the MF ult and a Darius. Senna's up though. Senna stun saves everybody. The team is moving together much better. Good job supporting each other. Both teams looking for maybe a top lane fight. We got 40 seconds on Earth Dragon. What is Willow going to do? I would tell you what I would do. In this case, I would send my jungler down, try to solo that Drake, and keep the rest of the team, keeping them busy. And wow, great job, Senna. Great job. Move on that dragon, deny them that dragon soul. They've got him pushed back. Sejuani should just go down there and solo that dragon by herself.
Go right now.
Looks like Renekton is moving in with him along with the Nautilus. Quick kill, evens up the dragons 3-3, leaving both teams in 5 minutes to fight for a mountain dragon soul.
I'm always going to try and convince Mike. I got pulled.
I'm not the...
Oh, maybe not.
Did not fight it back.
Aurelia doing a little bit of a split push here. How are they going to react?
Wait, who else got hooked with me? Me? Yeah, we just lived like so easily.
I don't know how we lived through that.
I just ulted and ran away. Like
I ulted and then used my Q.
Yeah, like well, now
It's been a long day for Coach Alfred, I will tell you that. Been up since 4:30 in the morning. Had to get some lesson planning done on top of getting ready for this match today. I'm very thankful to Ken and Teach, a fellow coach of mine that I participated in a coaches rivals with over the summer. We were kind of junglers on opposite teams. I'm not going to say this out loud, but he was a slightly better jungler than I was. But none of you actually heard that. So really glad he allowed us this scrimmage.
Okay, hey, Miss Fortune's not here. She has to hold mid.
Because we did have a bye this week in preseason. So this is not quite an official preseason game, but it's a really good practice. So I'm thankful for this. Definitely shows not to underestimate a gold player, no matter what they are or where they're playing. Moo, I think the baby mummy's going down.
I'm sorry, I stole your kill there.
No, you're good. I don't need that. Oh, fight it.
Is Ylith going to go in? What's going to happen here? Wasted ult, wasted by the MF.
Go over here, cut him off.
Good resurrection there. But they are going to take this tower.
Right here. Oh, that's a bad guy.
So what are we doing in objectives here? Is Red Team going to make a play on the Baron? That's probably a smart decision for them to do.
I thought Karen was my teammate.
But nope, they decide not to. Senna holding off that Garen here.
Dragon! Right here, kill him, you got this! Come on, season whatever champion you are.
Senna definitely has the mobility and the CC to end this Garen. Probably a good choice to run away. Lots of vision.
Four dragon. Stack armor, everybody!
It's always fun listening to your own team play 3 minutes ahead of time. You have no idea what's going on. Ooh, Baron buff. Going for another Baron when you have a dragon up in 2 minutes. It's kind of dangerous. Worried about maybe losing that buff.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a hook.
A little bit. I think
Second Baron for Willow. What are they going to be able to do with this? And even though the hook over the wall, Aurelia and Renekton did not get killed, even though it was like a 5v2, so lost opportunity there for Cannon Edge. I will say my my father moved to that area where Cederedge is, just to the south in a town called Montrose. It is a beautiful part of Colorado. When you think of Colorado, that's really the area where Cederedge is. Well, I love Arizona and I love our heat and I love the fact we don't have to shovel sunshine. That part of Colorado, absolutely beautiful. A while in my 20s, I lived on the front range of Colorado in Colorado Springs. It does not compare to the beauty of western Colorado. So if any of you guys are looking for a place to live, that's the place to go. Okay, it looks like they're setting up a dragon. 50 seconds. What is this team going to do? We have a Leona, Mumu, and ooh, almost hooked.
She's crazy.
But it looks like the Garen is off doing his own thing. This is that young player that needs to learn to get into the fight. The MF is down, so that damage DPS is hurting. And that's, I think, is going to lead to a Dragon Soul for Willow here. Oh, except for they managed to escape. The Darius is still free. I don't know what the Renekton is doing. Now the Garen is down. That might be a bit of a change, game changer.
Back off! Reset!
Interesting fight here. Oh, here comes Islet. What's he gonna do? The Aurelia goes down. Garen's down. This is a 4v1. Darius just gets so much health back.
Don't build any MR items, they have no MR.
So they're going to move on this dragon. There's really nothing they can do. Mumu might go for a steal, but Nautilus, I think, is going to take him out. Barely. So that is a Dragon Soul and a Baron's buff for Willow Canyon. Can they take advantage of that? Can they make a push? Almost double the kills. 15k gold difference. Can Willow close this out?
I feel like or both. Or both, yeah. Just tell your dude.
Yeah, if anything, we'll just sell my boots and go both.
No, don't sell your boots.
Yeah. No.
Renekton doesn't sell boots.
Hey, right here, guys. Okay, that's our whole team.
I'm on my way. Don't.
No, you got TP, you push bot.
Just push button.
Yeah, you got one job. Here, back up. Don't even do it. I'm pushing it. Renekton, you better hurry up and go bot.
I want to congratulate Ilith here. Ilith is a freshman at Willow Canyon. Had never really played League of Legends, and we shoved him in the top lane because that's where we were lacking. One of our seniors graduated last year. Congratulations to him. He did get a scholarship at GCU. And so we were down a player. And Ilith comes in as a freshman, young, eager, shiny cheeks like all freshmen. And we shove him in the top lane, which can be kind of hard. And he has made remarkable progress in his ability to play. He is super coachable. He's going to be a superstar by the time he's a senior. I could see this kid going pretty far. So let's see what happens there. He is level 30 though, and so is the ranked grind and the toxicity of League of Legends rank gonna be difficult? Okay, here we go. Big fight. MF really kind of out of place on that ult. Not as effective as it could have been. Willow loses 2, and Cederedge loses nobody. Both teams are getting to their full builds.
Uh-oh. He's fast.
Oh my god.
Dominic's regard, that attack damage, plus armor pen. Wow. No wonder that Darius is absolutely destroying everybody. But there are 3 players with Thornmail on that side. 2 on Willow, 3 on Willow. So this is a lot of don't mess with me because I am pokey. We're at the 44-minute mark. This is a long game.
Nice.
Let's see what's going to happen here. We have an Elder Dragon in 3
Elder
minutes
Nice job.
and a Baron in 20
Just
seconds.
to make sure.
Will Willow Canyon take a third Baron?
Don't recall to Baron, go straight to Elder, recall all mid. Everyone mid.
Senna with 17 kills. I am 100% wrong. Lone Woofy, I apologize. Huge apology.
For free. And then we're gonna recall, buy our like last items with all the money.
Cederedge kind of setting up that Baron fight here.
TP clowns. Okay.
What's going on? We got all of them together, so 5v4.
Leon,
Where's the Renekton?
What's she gonna do?
Renekton seems like he might be doing a split push.
I don't believe it's
Maybe a split push with a teleport in.
Get our last items. And then everyone A-round. Everyone go
Oh, okay.
Garen has picked up his CS game. Good job for you, Garen.
mid. Does everyone have a full build?
Yeah.
You're very slow. I feel very slow. It's like all our tanks. Look at
14K
this.
gold difference.
We're all tanks. That's
Oh, we got in him. I didn't even know that. That's even better.
yeah. That's why I came to help in the first place.
Well, I didn't know you guys. I knew you were pushing, but I didn't know you actually
Oh, wow. Hi, guys.
So that split push pulled that
Oh, hi.
60% of Cederedge's team
Okay,
away.
let's all
because that Renekton is just nasty.
Together the family. Together the family. You're a family. You're a
Careful,
family.
Leon, no move. Careful, Leon, no move.
Get the tower. Go, 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 go. If they engage on us, get the tower.
Wow! Oh my gosh, she ulted us.
Oh,
Ulting.
nice.
Looks like there's a Baron fight building. Maybe not because the Darius, is leaving.
Oh.
Oh, pulled out. Garen pulled.
Yeah!
Absolutely just beat up.
Yes! That was so powerful!
That's
Oh my god.
That was so tough.
So that Darius Aurelia lineup up front, probably not the best.
That's Senna scaling though.
Just super strong. Darius is a monster.
That misfortune.
But Ilith has become pretty big. Ilith has destroyed an inhib. Teleporting in on his own cannon.
No black cleaver, no like armor pen. Who are you?
Really good. That was really good.
We now have an Elder Drake and a Baron up with 3 out of 5 down. Is Willow going to go for this Baron Elder Drake buff and then go for the win, or they're going to keep messing around and try to drive up their kill streaks? So this Baron's going down real fast.
You played that really well after that early game.
So Baron Nashor down. They are not backing. It looks like they are moving.
Tried to go hyper aggressive there, you would have.
It looks like Canna Teach, the coach over there, just gave me a big thanks from the Discord. So moving here on this Elder Drake.
Really good.
Yeah, since he gave me that GG, I think we're moving toward an end here.
See what happens when you guys get hit by
Let's see how quick Willow can do this. So Elder buff,
However,
Mountain Drake, and a Baron, all rebasing,
you never
getting their items. I think they're just going to ARAM this right up mid.
that could have been very
All the teams really strong.
But you guys got the Elder, you got the
What a
Power,
fantastic match.
Mountain Drakes.
It did start out looking kind of tedious for Willow
That
Canyon,
helped a lot. I mean,
but they did flip it, and ultimately I put this down to vision, communication, and objective control. While Willow did lose 3 dragons, I think it kind of mid to late game, they were definitely in charge of the dragons and what's going down there. Just waiting for that minion wave with the full Baron buff to get up there.
If you push early game,
Moving up, maybe gonna take this top lane. MF's ult isn't even effective anymore.
He's not a very good
Yeah, I mean, just look at that goal difference across the board, like right there alone.
That Mumu like literally took his whole like top side.
Yeah, good job. No, push it while
So
pushing while you're
good
ahead.
push here.
Taking
Good push here.
advantage is great. Good call.
Trying to
by the
push
way.
into base.
Sorry,
Wow.
Not too big.
Wow,
Good
ballsy.
call.
Okay, GG everybody. Great game. Proud of everybody. Let's look at these stats and wish you all a good night. This was a long match for everybody. So here we go.
Good call. Good call.
Okay, so 46 to 23 in kills, 23 deaths, and 96 assists to 45. Absolutely fantastic. 20K gold difference all around the board. Super good. Ilith improving dramatically. And once again, Lone Woofy, I owe you a huge apology / donuts. So thanks for bringing your Senna. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. And have a good one. We'll have some music for a couple minutes, and then you guys are out.